Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just a supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
On the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
He's got away. Lahm plays it. Goes for the header! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Well, he had a choice to make. He could have gone with his foot, but he got it absolutely right with that diving header. Brilliant.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just...
And he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Rooney clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ibrahimovic. David Villa! Oh, that was no routine save.
Villa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Brazil have their second corner now. Point-blank header! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team...
Header! It's there! Brazil are back in business! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the...
Bullish header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Roberto Carlos. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Rooney. He has a look up. Chance, surely! Goal! Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Villa really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Knocks it out wide. Looking for the run. David Villa. Rui Costa.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the through ball. Chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. David Villa touches it back. Searching pass he's played there. It's a goal kick. Deep into stoppage time. Caught offside that time. That is going to be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
A quick reminder today.
So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go once more.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
It's a mighty effort! No mistake! And he celebrates his 30th goal. Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Number 10.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Threads one in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Takes a shot! Rooney opts to play it back, turns and goes back. Conte! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That has not gone well. It's a sharp pass. That has been cut short. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Neymar. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Rooney. Tries to pass it through. Luis Suarez. That wasn't the greatest of balls.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 8. Rooney.
Both sides then
Number
taking this
15,
chance to turn to their
David
benches.
Villa. Number 10. Ronaldinho. Coming on the
Belletti.
field. Number 18. Brahim Diaz.
Ibrahimovic.
Number 9. Yan
Nakata.
Number 7.
Looking for options for takes a shot!
Substitution.
And somehow he managed to miss it.
Kola has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Son Heung-min. He has found the way through. Great defending, strong and determined.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 6.
So will they make it count again?
Coming on the field is number 23, Xabi Alonso.
Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Xabi Alonso. Oh, that's neat. Great work on the overlap. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Added minutes has been
Simply
indicated.
brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 11, Ibrahimovic.
There's going to be another change
Coming
here.
on to replace him
Batistuta
is
coming on here
number
as
5,
broadly expected.
Batistuta.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And this is Xabi Alonso. And he's managed to get free. Has crossed into the middle. Batistuta! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
There's little doubt that Rui Costa...
Bullish header!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's got away. Gattuso, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chouameni. Pull it. Rui Costa. And he's intervened well there. That's a little off target. It's Rui Costa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cristiano Ronaldo. Lam. Rui Costa. Showing good feet. Lam plays it in. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He gets big! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
It's Rui Costa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Hullet. The ball's gone astray. That has been cut short. Played into space. And it's been played through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Half an hour played now. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save him up here, I know. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, that looks a decent ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the pass is intercepted.
Paris Saint-Germain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Chouameni. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserve that little bit more.
Paris Saint-Germain head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are back on the way.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although...
Goes for goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Paris Saint-Germain are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Check, gets it away. Odo. That's an imaginative pass. He's through. Big chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. Nicely spread. Neymar gets into a good position. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's picked out the run. That is a crunching tackle. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That is good alertness. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Opts to play it back.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's shifting through the gears here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's Ibrahimovic! They've done it! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 13.
So,
Neymar.
time for changes
Number
on both
18.
sides, actually.
Rui Costa.
All square again
Number
into
10.
the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Number 22.
Gattuso. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest
Any reflections on
travel
what you've seen,
information
Jim?
is currently being
Paris
displayed
Saint-Germain
on the
can
screen.
always take more positives from a result like
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Germany.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions, it's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really enjoy about him. He just makes it very difficult to be contained.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Robertson gets it away. Out for a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out to the right.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, cracking ball. Koller! Goal! Germany! And Germany are in front.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Big chance! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Knocks it into space. Always onto this. Oh, what has happened here? Gehi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Thuram. Bellingham. Now Gilberto Silva. And it's Kamada. Great vision. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's Rui Costa. That's a nicely shaped ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rui Costa. And here's Kamada. Koller is onto this. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. It's Palmer. Palmer, and he skips past his man. Now the delivery. It's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's De Arrascaeta. Paris Saint-Germain do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Palmer. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Palmer puts a cross in.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's been played through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. But he's well positioned here. And it's Neymar. Ball driven for big header! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 18.
Both sides
Rui
then
Costa.
taking this chance to turn to their
Number 13,
benches.
Neymar.
Well, this is what we've been
Number
waiting
10.
for.
Well, they've done the hard part now,
Number
Peter.
7,
Can they cling on,
Cristiano
or
Ronaldo.
even better, can they get another?
Coming on the field, number
Belling.
22, Nedved. Number 6, Son Heung-min. Number 14,
Can he get on the end of
Ibrahimovic.
this?
Number 21, Suarez. Substitution.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Son. And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And it's made its way to him. Now there's a goes for a shot! It's there! Tying minutes, and we're all square again.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
All square again into the... It's Ibrahimovic! Driven forward. That's that, the end. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't.
And he's decided to go for it. Neymar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. Now it's Lewandowski. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Lewandowski deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, he couldn't quite make it. And that is a little undercooked. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets, looking to play him in. Paris Saint-Germain still without a single shot on target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Good chance here! Gattuso. Hullet. Hullet. And it's Neymar. And here's Hullet. He's going for goal! Ruud Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
And this is Hullet. Hullet! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Looking for a run-up. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Played out towards the right wing. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Kukçu, tidy with his distribution. That's really well manoeuvred. He's being urged to shoot. Now it's crossed into the middle. And that has been clubbed away. Deep cross. Oh, smashing header! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always...
It's Lewandowski! That was probably asking just too much. And there's the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Paris Saint-Germain really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Paris Saint-Germain go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Robert Lewandowski.
And the action is back underway.
Hazard. Number 4, Eduardo Camavinga.
And he's on a charge.
Number 11,
Neymar.
Kukçu. Coming on
Cross
the
goes
field.
in there.
Number
Punched
9,
away.
Ruud
Played it
Hullet.
again.
Number 5,
Donnarumma
Rafinha.
deals with that nice and
Number
simple.
17, Gavi.
Rafinha.
Number 16,
Turns back here, probably the best option. Christensen. Alexander-Arnold. Now that's well seen too. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And it's Gavi. And he's picked it up out wide. In by Messi. Cleared away. Paris Saint-Germain are 2 up early in the second half. He is through here. Rui Costa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Neymar. Christensen. There's the crossfield ball. Brilliantly cut out. Rui Costa. Now it's Hullet. Lahm.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And it's Neymar. Costa Curta. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. Probing pass. Costa Curta. Ball's out once more. Now it's Lopez. Real chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Chance, surely! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
And we have our very first corner. Vitinha! He should have put that one away. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Ambitious ball here. Maldini kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. And he goes cross-field. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Lopez.
Added time.
Can he get it through? Great chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that may well be that. That is that. Paris Saint-Germain can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Hullet taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's
1 point needed to secure promotion on the final day. It
Hello,
sounds
everybody,
simple,
and
but as
welcome
we
to
all know,
today's match.
football is often
Paris
anything but.
Saint-Germain against France.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Paris Saint-Germain cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Nicely spread. No way through. Great vision. He is through here. Chance for a shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his
It's Luis Suarez!
Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Maldini wins the duel this time. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Dink through. Picked up, scores!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
France with the corner, they're first. And they've got rid. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Looking to play him in. Shot, there's the shot! Now, oh, he's been caught on it here. Now, what about, and again! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Gattuso picks it up from the goal kick. Tries to pass it through. Ball looks a good one. Oh, what has happened here? Decent chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And who else? Who else? This is what he lives for, taking centre stage yet again. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Probing pass. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Paris Saint-Germain making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Musiala, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Pretty robust defending.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Paris Saint-Germain are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again then.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Very nicely done. Rui Costa. No way through there. Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's had it nicked away. France can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Ronaldinho. He's cut it out, lofted upfield. Now it's Rui Costa. Now it's Hullet. He's in a great position here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Not the most convincing of passes. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Looking for the run. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up. Fires it in low. That's a decent clearance.
Paris Saint-Germain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Looking for options for movement. He slings it in. Walker gets it away. Paris ended up in no man's land. Rui Costa.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cruyff. Well, the voices from the stands are becoming that much more frantic now. They are doing everything they can to help the team.
Well, it's often understated, but they can have an impact on games like this. It's time to respond in kind, up their game.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Vitinha, played back. And that's it. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
What a game, what a performance, and right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams have in the past got it so wrong on the day and took a long time to recover or
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
We have already tries a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So, a breakthrough already. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Shevchenko. Nicely weighted ball. Odo. And here's Rafael Leao. Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Serginho. Shevchenko. He's having a go. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Swings it across. On it! They've done it! Again! again in a trice, and they are soaring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring.
Rafael Leao! Oh, it's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Terrific save by Manuel.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Pull it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rafael Leao, a player so deservedly decorated. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
We come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
And the second half gets underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Nicely aimed pass. Threads one in. And he's well. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
I'm afraid to tell you that...
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves.
Hello,
the prospects are so
everybody, and
great,
welcome to
the
today's match.
potential be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And Batistuta! Oh, it's come off the upright. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Henrik Mkhitaryan. He's not the biggest, strongest or quickest, Peter, but what he lacks in physique, he certainly makes up for with a supreme footballing intelligence and great technique. He just seems to be able to see situations develop before anybody else, and...
Oh, terrible pass! Chance! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal...
Ah, he's given it away! Oh, he's burst through! He's through and all alone! Abiati gets good distance on it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nedved. Pulls it back. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pulisic. Pulisic powering forward here. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. De Bruyne. Kvaratskhelia. Good, strong midfield running here. He's had a shot! It's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He has found the way through. It's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
DiMarco. De Bruyne.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Nicely weighted ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. He's got away. And the finish! They've scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The goal scorer
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Acerbi. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's De Bruyne. Now DiMarco. Now Pulisic. Passing is crisp and sharp.
He's gone for goal!
And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Odo has a look and plays it forward. Deep cross.
Bullish header!
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Almost an hour gone. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's found a way through. An instinct.
Kvaratskhelia!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mkhitaryan. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, nicely intercepted. De Bruyne. Rui Costa. That is a great pick out. Gullit. It's a goal kick.
And the shot! He scores!
And there's the goal they've been looking for. An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting cut out like that.
And yes, it's him again.
And a chance!
Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. 3, he is flying, a vast presence, and there is no stopping him. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And there, header! No mistake! It is no contest. It is a landslide. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
He's got force. Shot a goal! It's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Pass is just off target. Gullit.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
There will be 5
Ruffled a
minutes
few
added
feathers,
time.
but well dealt with. Oh, that's fabulous. Otto. Cross to the back post.
Big header! It's a goal!
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power. Threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Number 10, Ruud Gullit.
Milan are having a ball here. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan have done it.
And a quick
The
reminder today
perfect
that
outcome
parking in the area
in
around
this
the
most
stadium is
pressured of
strictly
games.
forbidden. Please use parking provided by the
So
club
what do you
or
take
any
away
other
from
paid
it all,
parking
Jim?
facilities
Well, it's
in the
pretty
area.
clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.